How do you deal with feeling overwhelmed? What do you do when you feel like you have so much to do and you don't know how you're going to do it and it feels hugely overwhelming? If you feel that way, just know that we all do. I've got a secret that not only makes you feel less overwhelmed, but it also helps you get things accomplished. I want you to think about one thing. I want you to think about not feeling the pressure to do it all at once. Typically, we procrastinate or we feel overwhelmed when we think something is gigantic or the deadline is looming or it's such a big project that you have to spend a ton of time on it. I want you to think about it as broken down into little tiny 15 to 20 minute tasks. And I want you to think about what you can do every 15 to 20 minutes to get it done. In other words, I want you to break it down, and I call that chunking. I want you to look at things that you find really tedious, like expense reports. And I don't want you to think you have to do the whole month's or the whole year's worth of expense reports at one sitting. I want you to break it down into 15-minute tasks. How about that dream client list? Does it overwhelm you to feel like you have to get on the call and call every single national account or every single dream wholesale client? Break it down and say, for a half an hour today, I'm going to make this many calls to this many people. Or break it down, whatever it is that you feel overwhelmed with. I felt overwhelmed for 5 years about doing online banking. I'm embarrassed to say that I thought it would take me hundreds of hours to set up online banking, and I would have to plug in so many vendor numbers and all of this stuff, and I put it off for 5 years, and everybody told me I was insane. So what I did was I said, I'm going to sit down today, and for 1 hour, I'm just going to learn what I have to do. And I did that. Then it didn't feel so bad. Then I said, okay, the next time I'm going to spend 1 hour and I'm going to plug in 1 hour's worth of accounts. Guess what? The whole thing took me less than 5 hours, and I had spent 5 years burdening myself and feeling overwhelmed that I was the only one on the planet who didn't know how to do online banking. But when I broke it down into manageable chunks, I got something done. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about never using the O word and say, I'm going to be overwhelmed. I want you to turn that O into the word opportunity and say, do I have an opportunity to check off my to-do list? Feel like you got something accomplished towards that big task, and you're going to, instead of feeling overwhelmed, you're going to have an opportunity to get something accomplished and feel great. That's my back pocket strategy for the week. Please hop on over to my Facebook page and let me know what's working or not working for you. I'd love to hear from you. That's your back pocket strategy for the week. Make it a great week.